428 must have been in a fair amount of pain, but he just looked angry, his manacled hands waving away the pain like it was a buzzing fly. "Those things are important, man. Just look at them," he said, making direct eye contact with me. Which was remarkable. No one here looks me in the eye. Even Bentley, who's allowed to, avoids it. "I have examined them," I informed prisoner 428, allowing just a trace of tiredness to leak into my tone. "You have nothing of any value, baubles, gadgets, and scraps of paper." I picked up one object from the tray Bentley held, a tiny pen-like thing, and tapped it against my teeth, smiling back at prisoner 428, enjoying the eye contact. He had a face made for fury, and was making the most of it. "Paper. You've clearly not looked at any of it," snarled prisoner 428. "Get this thing off me! Stop being an idiot and let's have a nice chat, shall we?" Bentley blinked. I think even the custodian winced. No one talks to me like that. Sensing the awkward silence, prisoner 428 glanced around. "What?" he snapped. "You would like me to read these documents?" I asked him, reaching towards the tray that Bentley extended. "Yes," snapped 428. "I don't suffer fools gladly. Pick up a piece of paper, read it, and save us all a lot of time." The moment held. I picked up a scrap of newsprint. It had a headline about troubles on home world. I dangled it neatly between my finger and thumb, and then let it fall back, with a smile. "You will address me as Sir," I informed him hotly. I was surprised at how angry I sounded. His stare didn't waver. His face may have been made up of storms, but his eyes were a wonderfully clear blue. His rudeness was almost refreshing. Because I'm so important, no one is ever quite themselves around me. But prisoner 428 was clearly out to be different, and I was prepared to enjoy it. For a while. "Stop being an idiot, sir," he replied, flashing me a rather lovely smile. "Just read the thing, and then we can all go home." I snapped my fingers, and the custodian released him and retreated, gliding back into its alcove. Prisoner 428 tried rubbing his shoulders, but his manacles wouldn't allow him, so he settled for pummeling his shoulders with his fists. "You know," 428 considered, "as a massage, that was rather bracing. Come up with a good name for it, and you could clean up in health clubs. Mind you, you don't even really have to bother with a good name. I mean, take Zomba." After this puzzling remark, he shook himself down like a wet dog, and then settled back into his chair, throwing one chained leg over the other and stretching. Then he pulled his face into an expression of contrite humility. "See what I'm doing? I'm making an effort to make a good impression on you, sir," he said almost sweetly. "It's a little late for that," I replied. "Oh, I know," prisoner 428 nodded, "but honestly, I really do always give people every effort. No one ever just listens to me. Which is a shame. I don't know about you, but I've always fancied knocking off early for a quiet night in with Call the Midwife. Do you get that here, sir?" "No," I told him. For some reason, a smile was stuck on my face, and it was taking an effort to shift it. "Pity," he sighed. "It's a lovely show about babies and bicycles. I like both these things. If only real life was that easy, eh?" I coughed. "Sir," he added dutifully, then looked up, almost puppy hopeful. "See, we're getting on better, aren't we, sir? I don't suppose I could prevail upon you for my valuables back, could I? As valuables go, they really are valuable." A pause. "Sir." With a smile, I shook my head. "Last chance," he said. "Look at my papers. You'll understand." I hesitated. 428 gave me an encouraging nod. Then I clicked my fingers. Bentley opened an incinerator hatch with casual ceremony and slid the contents of the tray rattling into it. Prisoner 428 looked as though he was going to protest, and then watched them go with rapt silence. "Well, that's a pity. That